Hi there. I welcome you all to the OLC's teacher training. My name is Mr. Christian, and I'll be going over the key requirements needed from you as teachers and from the lessons at the OLC. For this training, you'll need a notebook and a pen to make notes on that you can refer back to later. For the teacher's training, we're hoping to accomplish the following objectives. The first is to understand, implement, and apply the key expectations of teaching at the OLC. The second is to understand, implement, and apply the key expectations of lessons at the OLC. Understanding is to have knowledge about a subject or a situation, about how something works. To implement means to put this into effect for the first time. To apply means to put it into effect after it was implemented. We want our teachers to understand, implement, and apply these expectations in regard to their lessons. As well as understanding what we expect of our students, implementing and applying in that regard is left to the students and the parents. Let's begin with what we expect from our teachers. Just like any other workplace, you need to be in on time. At the OLC, you need to arrive and finish the lesson at the time stated on the lesson timetable. In case of any technical issues, we always recommend tutors to be in the Zoom room 10 minutes early. This will allow you to open up all the resources you need before the lesson begins. We also ask that tutors act professionally in the learning space, ensuring staff and students are treated with respect. All of the teachers at the OLC will need to be prepared for the lesson well before the lesson is due to begin. You must have a physical or mental lesson plan prepared. A lesson plan serves as a guide that a teacher can use every day to determine what the students will be learning, how the lesson will be taught, and more importantly, how that learning can be evaluated. Lesson plans enable teachers to function more effectively in the classroom by giving a detailed outline as to what they adhere to do in each class. This helps to make sure that every moment in class is spent on meaningful concepts and creating worthwhile discussions, rather than figuring out what you're meant to do in the time as time goes on. With the majority of our teachers at the OLC, the lesson normally revolves around a PowerPoint presentation. This can extend, however, to other resources such as documents, articles, and the plethora of information that the internet provides. You, as a teacher and as the adult of the class, must be aware of what is going on within the lesson at all times. You must be host as soon as you enter, and you must enable waiting room upon entering it and disabling it upon leaving. Only allow students on your register or those who admin has confirmed to enter the room. Ensure the register is taken and that you've informed admin of any absentees so that we can send a message out to the parents at that instant. Try and be aware of any distractions that occur between students and pay attention to ensure you keep students focusing and understanding the work in front of them. The last principle we should be aware of is fairness. Try and pick on each student at least once during class. Check up on each student at least twice. Fair treatment means you treat all your students in a non-discriminatory manner, regardless of their race, colour, religion, origin, gender, or disability. Conversely, equal treatment of students means you give everybody in the class the same opportunity to learn. The two concepts, fair and equal, are different, but not separate. Thus, you not only must treat your students in an unbiased manner, regardless of their personal conditions, but you must also give them the same opportunity to learn as anybody else in class. To summarise what we expect of you as a tutor, all of these points have been described in sufficient detail in the slides previous, so you can rewind if you need to, but pause the video if you must to write these down. Let's move on to lesson expectations now. There are 5 key lesson expectations, and we'll detail them all more properly in just a moment. Of the 5, we have structure, management, differentiating, encouraging, and monitoring. Structure implies that the lesson you carry out has an organised apparatus or structure to it. Ideally, the structure across all of your lessons should be fairly similar so that students can know what to expect when arriving to class. Management. You are the adult of the classroom. Therefore, it's your responsibility to ensure noise is kept to low and that students are behaving. At no point should a student be shouting unless permission has maybe been given in some instance. Differentiation. Each student is different and they all have a particular way of learning. Some may have discovered their learning type, others may have not. A mixed learning approach, therefore, throughout classwork can help you cater to different types of learning styles and make your lesson more approachable for all students. Encouragement is hugely important. It's really essential that we motivate our students. There are ways we can optimize this within the classroom through the way we speak about the subject and speak to our students. And there are other incentives that we can provide also, such as class dojo points or star of the week. Our last point then is monitoring. Monitoring students' progress regularly allows us to determine any strengths and weaknesses in their work and assign homework that is better suited to their needs and properly assess them in ways that can validate their strengths and weaknesses. This will be the general lesson structure across all lessons at the OLC. It's important that you try to stick to this structure at all times. To give a brief summary, the first 10 minutes of each lesson should mostly involve taking students' register, greeting them, and going over homework from prior lessons. The next 3 minutes should have a starter activity or a recap of the previous lesson if they're connected somehow. Then for 30 minutes, the main lesson should entail that includes the lesson activities. It's very important that you include a switch of activity within this lesson, such as going from a PowerPoint to perhaps a video. The final 2 minutes of lesson should have a plenary or summary of what's been covered during the lesson, or if not, what can be expected to be covered in the lesson following. All of our lessons are in accordance with the UK national curriculum, meaning there are specific objectives that we need to accomplish throughout the year. The academic year is split into 3 terms. Each term has 2 half terms, as you can see in the slide. Teachers have to be strict and control the classroom at all times. When it comes to managing or management, yelling is inappropriate, as this can lead to a stressful environment. One way to manage noise level is to display this clear chart throughout the lesson and place an arrow where the noise level should be. Students should be able to see that you're waiting for them to listen. If this doesn't work, hopefully this next solution may help also. If you want to control the noise level, you can click on participants within a Zoom call and click mute all, and checking those who you want to allow to speak. This way, students can only speak if their hands are up and you allow them to be unmuted. This is a form of discipline and should be used if students are being disruptive. However, the effectiveness of this method should hopefully improve their politeness and mean it's not needed in later time. Removing distractions. If you click on More and click on Chat, and then the 3 dots within that, you have several options to choose from. For classroom activities, we would recommend you click on Everyone to allow classroom interaction. If you need their interaction or their concentration particularly, we would recommend you click on Host Only. And as aforementioned, later in the year, this may not be needed if discipline provides successful. Differentiating. Within large classrooms, it is not always easy to personalise lessons, as students all need to learn the same objectives, but perhaps get there in different ways. Using a mixed learning approach throughout coursework can help you cater to each style. You may focus on a particular learning type each lesson, or incorporate multiple strategies within the one lesson plan. The most important element here, though, is recognizing the differences in students' learning. The rest can hopefully flow from there. Here are 7 types of learners that could be in your class: auditory, visual, verbal, mathematical, physical, social, and solitary learners. You can pause through the video to read through each one. For further reading, type the information onto your Google search bar. A really important part of lesson expectations is encouragement. We all used to be students at some point, and even the littlest of prizes would have made us happy. Incentives are a really good way to ensure students continue to stay motivated so they can carry out tasks to the best of their ability. It's been proven that by providing incentives with educational tasks, there are greater dopamine releases and then better work. The ways that we can do this at the OLC include awarding or deducting dojo points and making somebody the star of the week. Awarding and deducting dojo points is how we do this mainly at the OLC, and it's important to familiarise yourself with this chart so that all students have a fair opportunity to win prizes. It may not be fair if a teacher awards 3 dojo points to a particular student at one time for hard work, while others maybe get 1 point in accordance with the chart. Contextually speaking, it's important to familiarise yourself with how you can award points so that every student can feel included. Dojo points will be checked every half term. A student will be chosen with the most dojo points for a selected prize when available. Again, it's important to familiarise yourself with the deduction chart. These charts can be made available upon request for those who wish to print it and hang it out near their workstation. But again, please refer back to the chart in regard to awarding or allocating points. Star of the Week is something to be chosen every 2 weeks, and it's for those that maybe haven't got enough dojo points, and perhaps a way for those students who may not have been included in class tasks to make up for things around the schedule. A Star of the Week is chosen every 2 weeks. The last expectation then from the classroom is of course monitoring them. Homework day includes every Wednesday and every Thursday for setting and marking homework. This excludes holidays. All tutors have to assign homework on a Wednesday for the subjects that they teach. Homework can be assigned earlier and scheduled for the Wednesday itself. Students should have a week for any piece of homework they'll be set. It should then be marked the following day, on the Thursday, by the tutor. When marking homework, a small comment is sufficient as verbal feedback. When giving homework, please try to present such feedback at the beginning of lessons, as referred to in the lesson structure earlier. Our tutor checklist includes having a timer or a stopwatch for the lesson, taking note of register, making sure to update Google Classroom and Dojo, ensuring you have a lesson plan or presentation, and including within that an activity switch. Let's move on to what we expect of our students then finally. Our students should be punctual and prepared. They should all be arriving to lesson on time. We expect our students to concentrate and participate in lessons. On top of this, completing classwork and homework is essential. And of course, as expected, respect and manners amongst students and staff is also necessary. Our student checklist is for hopefully them to have a device, preferably a laptop, a charger if needed, a quiet room and a working camera and microphone. A pencil case for most subjects with required stationery when necessary, exercise books, hopefully one for each subject, and an open Google Classroom for any work to be set. We've now reached the end of the presentation. Thank you.